We are now just over 2 weeks away from the start of the Scottish Premiership season, where Celtic will take on Ross County. Despite the start of the campaign creeping up on us, it hasn't been the busiest transfer window in recent years. However, that could be about to change as the Hoops are reportedly set to close in 2 new signings whilst another could be going out the door. In today's video we will of course discuss this whilst also going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Celtic content. In a shake-up in the world of football broadcasting, Chris Sutton has confirmed his move to Sky Sports for their coverage of Scottish football, leaving BT Sports in the wake of their rebranding to TNT. The former Celtic striker is set to bring his insightful analysis and forthright opinions to a new audience, promising an exciting season of coverage ahead. Sutton will join Chris Boyd, a former Rangers player and a figure who has often been at odds with Celtic support. The pairing of Sutton and Boyd is sure to generate sparks, with both known for their strong views and willingness to engage in heated debates. Reacting to his switch on the Sky Sports website, Sutton couldn't resist a playful jab at his new colleague, saying, "I'm sure Chris and I will have some good discussions throughout." The comment was delivered with Sutton's trademark sarcasm, which sets the tone for what is likely promises to be a lively, entertaining season of Scottish football coverage on Sky Sports. Sutton's move to Sky Sports marks the end of an era at BT Sports. His insightful analysis and forthright opinions have been a staple of their Scottish football coverage for years. He then popped up on our screens every once in a while when Celtic played in Europe, with BT holding the rights to the UEFA competitions. However, the rebranding of BT Sports to TNT has led to changes in their lineup, with Sutton opting to make the switch to Sky Sports. For fans of Scottish football, the prospect of Sutton and Boyd sharing a studio is an enticing one. Both are passionate about the game and aren't afraid to voice their opinions, even when they clash. With Sutton now confirmed as part of the Sky Sports team, viewers can look forward to a season of in-depth analysis, lively debate, and undoubtedly a few fireworks along the way. Just a quick one, boys and girls, to tell you that we have a new drop available on our website. We have the Brendan Rodgers Pope tee along with the Celtic Ultra t-shirts. Do browse the collection by going down to the link in the description or going to celticapparel.com. Anyway, let's get back into today's video. Celtic's Liam Shaw is closing in on a move to Wigan Athletic according to reports. The 22-year-old midfielder is close to a move to the Latics, as reported by Wigan today, who are managed by former Celtic player and coach Sean Maloney. Shaw joined the Scottish champions in 2021 from Sheffield Wednesday, making his debut against Real Betis in the Europa League in December of that year. However, the player has found first-team opportunities hard to come by, making only one further appearance of Celtic since that game, in a 0-0 draw with St Mirren later that month. This has led to the midfielder to go out on loan on 2 occasions to Motherwell and Morecambe respectively. He made 7 appearances in all competitions for the Steelmen in the second half of the 2021-22 season, before making 39 appearances for the Shrimps. Unfortunately, he was not able to keep the Lancashire side in League One after finishing the season in 22nd place. However, he looks set for a quick return to the same league, as Maloney continues to shape his team, following Wigan's relegation from the Championship last season. In incoming news, Celtic are keen on Legia Warsaw defender Mike Noworoki, according to a report. Journalist Paweł Galozewski has linked us with a move for the centre-back who was a youth international of Poland. Galozewski took to Twitter on Thursday to say, apart from Galatasaray, Glasgow Celtic have also entered the game for Mike Noworoki. It seemed that these are really the last days of the defender at Legia Warsaw. The journalist didn't tweet any other information, keeping it short and sweet. All we can take away is that Celtic are keen on Noworoki. So are Galatasaray, and he looks likely to leave Legia this summer. A quick browse on transfer market reveals a 22-year-old tall centre-back who is eligible to play for both Poland and Germany. Noworoki is born in Germany and came through the Werder Bremen Academy before being signed by Legia, initially on loan in 2021, and then eventually joining permanently a year later. He's played just 1 year as a full-time player at Warsaw, and now looks likely to leave with his contract up in 2025. The defender didn't feature against us in Artur Boruk's testimonial last summer due to injury. Looking at his recent career path, you can't help but think of one player, Josip Juranovic. The Croatian also spent a short time at Legia before moving to Glasgow and then on to Union Berlin 18 months later. The Juranovic experience should have left Celtic with a positive impression of the Polish runner-ups. Juranovic cost us just £2.5 million in 2021, so it's likely that Noworoki would be affordable too. Just how serious Celtic are about getting the deal done, we'll have to wait and see. Celtic are also reportedly eyeing a move for Dutch defender Xavier Mabuyamba, according to reports. After conceding 6 against Yokohama F. Marinos yesterday in pre-season, it was reaffirmed to Brendan Rodgers that defensive reinforcements are needed. The Daily Mail now report that the Hoops are looking at Volendam ace Mobiyamba, who was expected to leave the Eredivisie side this summer. The report goes on to state that Celtic will face a fight for his signature with a number of other top European clubs interested. Mobiyamba, who's 21 years old, came through the Chelsea youth ranks and also spent time in the Barcelona academy. Former Celtic pair Kieran Tierney and Georgi Giakoumakis met in Washington on Wednesday night. They were playing for opposing sides in the annual MLS All-Stars match in the States. Giakoumakis has been chosen for the MLS squad following some terrific form for Atlanta United, while Tierney's Arsenal were providing the opposition at the Audi Field. The Gunners won the game 5-0 with the likes of Leandro Trossard and Kai Havertz getting on the score sheet. Neither Tierney nor Giakoumakis started the match. The Scotland international was introduced in the 64th minute, with Giakoumakis coming on 5 minutes later. But it appears like the pair were keen to link up after the game, despite missing each other at Celtic Park by 2 years. It's not clear who spoke to who first. We know that Tierney would have been all well aware of Giakoumakis, given that he remains a Celtic fan. You would also imagine that the Greek forward would know who the left-back was as well. An image of the pair circulated on social media on Thursday morning, and it's clear they both want Celtic fans to know about the meeting. Tierney shared an image of the pair smiling on his Instagram stories, tagging Giakoumakis. In return, the Greek shared the post with a 4-leaf clover, and added another image of the pair swapping shirts in the dressing room. It's not the first surprising Celtic meeting of the week either. On Tuesday, current Hoops boss Brendan Rodgers posed with Nakamura in Yokohama. It feels like Celtic just follows you wherever you go, and now we'd just love to know exactly what Tierney and Giakoumakis had to say to each other. Maybe it'll come out one day. Former Rangers goalkeeper Alan McGregor has been speaking about the Ibrox side's performance during a period of utter Celtic dominance. It's been a glorious spell to support Celtic over the past 7 seasons. Since Brendan Rodgers first arrived at the club in 2016, we won 5 trebles and a total of 17 domestic trophies in 21. We've won 6 league titles, 6 league cups, 5 Scottish Cups in that time frame, whilst the Ibrox side won a total of just 2, the same as St Johnstone. McGregor, who joined after our second treble in the summer of 2018, departed Rangers at the end of the trophyless season in May. He admits there are regrets. "I wish there were more, I'm not going to lie," he said of his recent trophy success in the official programme for the Rangers vs Newcastle United clash midweek. Without wanting to sound negative here, we've won 2 trophies from a possible 15 in the last 5 years, 16 if you include the Europa League final, and that's just not enough for this club. At Rangers there always has to be a standard where every game and every trophy is a must win. I try to do my best to get that through to people, that you must be consistently winning leagues and winning cups. We need to get back to that as soon as possible. McGregor finishing in a season where Celtic won a domestic clean sweep and beat Rangers 4 times is a pretty pleasing thought. Whilst he and many other Rangers supporters will claim that the second place is unacceptable for their club, the reality is that's where they've been for the vast majority of the 21st century. To outline that, let me repeat what I said earlier on in this video. Celtic have won 17 of the last 21 domestic trophies on offer in Scotland. It's utter dominance, and the club fancy far more of it if the appointment of Brendan Rodgers is anything to go by. Celtic will start the new season as favourites for the trio of trophies on offer. Celtic fans, what do you make of the potential signings of Noroki and Mobiyamba? Are they players that you would like to see the club sign this summer? Yes or no? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video, guys. Make sure you drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for daily Celtic content. Remember, we have released our brand new Celtic t-shirts. We have our Brendan Rodgers Pope t-shirt and our Celtic Ultra t-shirts too. You can find them at celticapparel.com or just go down to the link in the description. Thank you, take care, bye bye.